There, on the edge of the solar system, where cold and darkness seem endless, something hides that scientists can only speculate about. The orbits of distant objects whisper of the presence of something massive, invisible, yet undeniably real. What is it? A mere coincidence? Or a dark giant whose gravitational influence remains an unsolved mystery? Every new step in exploring these distant worlds is an attempt to break through the veil of time and space. Archival data, infrared observations, complex calculations, all of this becomes a mosaic from which scientists try to piece together a complete picture. The answer is near. Just a few more observations, one more confirmation, and the mystery may be uncovered. Or it will remain unsolved for decades, enticing scientists with new theories and hypotheses. Want to know how events unfold? Subscribe and hit the like button so you don't miss the most intriguing updates. In 2016, researchers from the California Institute of Technology, Konstantin Batygin and Michael Brown, presented a study suggesting the possible existence of a ninth planet beyond Pluto's orbit. Their hypothesis was based on the analysis of 6 trans-Neptunian objects, TNOs, with elongated and inclined orbits, which they believed could be grouped under the gravitational influence of an unknown planet, approximately 10 times more massive than Earth. However, a subsequent study by Kevin Napier's team from the University of Michigan cast doubt on this hypothesis. By analyzing 14 TNOs detected in 3 independent surveys, the DES, Blanco Telescope, Chile, the Canada-France-Hawaii Telescope, and another study using Blanco, Napier concluded that the grouping of orbits could have occurred by chance. He argued that the observations were concentrated in areas where the likelihood of detecting TNOs was higher, potentially creating the illusion of clustering. Batygin disagrees with these findings, asserting that DES was conducted in regions where he and Brown predicted the TNOs to be grouped, further supporting their theory. Napier, on the other hand, acknowledges that a sample of 14 objects is too small for definitive conclusions. What secrets lie beyond 1,000 astronomical units? And does something truly exist out there that could alter our understanding of the solar system? What if the elusive ninth planet has already entered the telescope's field of view, but remained unnoticed among millions of other objects? Currently, no telescope has managed to detect the so-called ninth planet. The main reason for this is the extremely faint light reflected by such a distant object. The farther a planet is from the Sun, the dimmer it appears. This is because the intensity of sunlight decreases with the square of the distance. For example, an object located twice as far from the Sun as Earth will receive 4 times less sunlight. Additionally, the light reflected from this planet also weakens on its way back to Earth, another 4-fold reduction. As a result, such an object would appear 16 times dimmer. If we consider a hypothetical ninth planet at a distance of 600 astronomical units, AU, from the Sun, 1 AU is the distance from Earth to the Sun, its brightness would be approximately 160,000 times less than Neptune, which is about 30 AU away. If the planet is located even farther, at a distance of 1,000 astronomical units, it would appear 1 million times dimmer. Such extreme dimness makes observation nearly impossible, even for the most powerful telescopes. Astronomers acknowledge that detecting such an object at such great distances is extraordinarily challenging, which explains why the ninth planet remains elusive. What statement by Taiwanese astronomers could completely alter our understanding of the solar system? Why did infrared observatory data, obtained 23 years apart, become the key to the search for the mysterious ninth planet? Could it have been a former rogue planet, accidentally captured by the Sun's gravity? Astronomers from the National Tsinghua University in Taiwan have presented compelling evidence for the existence of the ninth planet in the solar system. For more than 2 decades, they analyzed infrared observational data, aiming to detect a moving object in the sky that could correspond to the hypothetical planet. In a study published in the arXiv repository, and approved for publication in the Publications of the Astronomical Society of Australia. The authors assert that the potential planet could be more massive than Neptune and located at a distance exceeding 700 times the Earth-Sun distance. The analysis utilized data from two infrared observatories, IRAS, which operated from 1983 to 1984, and the Japanese Akari satellite, which was active from 2006 to 2011. By comparing images taken 23 years apart, the researchers searched for objects whose movement could correspond to the orbital motion of a distant planet. IRAS images captured a potential object in one area of the sky, while Akari images detected it in a region where it could have been expected to move, considering its velocity and the time elapsed since 1983. Based on the brightness and presumed mass, the researchers believe the candidate should be larger than Neptune, but less massive than Jupiter. Previously, the WISE infrared probe ruled out the presence of Jupiter-sized planets at distances up to 256,000 astronomical units and Saturn-sized objects up to 10,000 AU. However, the study's lead author, Terry Long-Fan, found no matches between their object and WISE data, indicating the need for further observations. The origin of the planet remains unclear. It could have formed alongside the gas giants and been ejected to a distant orbit by gravitational interactions, or could be a former rogue planet captured by the solar system in its early stages. To accurately determine the orbit, more data is required, as the object could have moved even further since 2006. Long-Fan emphasizes that further observations could be conducted using the 4-meter Victor Blanco telescope in Chile. In the coming years, the launch of the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope and the Vera C. Rubin Observatory is expected, potentially providing more detailed data and possibly confirming the existence of the mysterious ninth planet. What if the darkness holds not only cold stone masses and icy dust? What if there's a whole world hidden there? Massive, mysterious, invisible. Scientists debate, data contradicts itself, and every new signal from the distant edges of the solar system only raises more questions. Could the enigmatic ninth planet be a wandering orphan, captured by the sun? Or is it an ancient giant, cast onto a distant orbit by forces we can't yet explain? While astronomers continue to scan the sky, we remain on the brink of a monumental discovery. Want to know what infrared telescopes will uncover in the next survey? Then subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. The most astonishing revelations are yet to come.